I saw her through the window today. She was sitting in the Silver Spoon Cafe. I started to keep going, but something made me stop. She used to love me a lot.
There's a sense in which Out Among the Stars seems a little like the bottom of the posthumous Johnny Cash barrel being scraped. It's a 30-year-old album that was deemed not good enough to release at the time, hailing from a period in Cash's career that he himself dismissed. It was recorded with a producer called Billy Sherrill. He specialised in a style of music known as countrypolitan, a super slick pop take on country that provided hits for Tammy Wynette and Charlie Rich. If you remember the latter's 1970s smash, The Most Beautiful Girl in the World, well, that's what countrypolitan sounded like, which fairly obviously means Sherrill and Johnny Cash made an awkward fit. Despite all that, I think Out Among the Stars is worth listening to. On the most basic level, if it isn't all fantastic, there's certainly some fantastic music on it. I Drove Her Out of My Mind and his version of She Used to Love Me a Lot are both brilliant epics of sombre stoicism, while two duets with June Carter are incredibly charming. But there's another reason Out Among the Stars is worth hearing. With an artist as significant as Johnny Cash, a towering figure not just in pop culture but American culture, I think it's important to have a realistic picture. And even given the fact that the tracks have been recently polished and overdubbed, Out Among the Stars presents a more realistic picture of Johnny Cash than the records he went on to release. I'm a little uncomfortable with the sort of posthumous cult of Johnny Cash, which seems defined by the albums he made with Rick Rubin at the end of his life. It edits out huge chunks of his career and personality to create a version of Johnny Cash that fits a latter-day idea of cool. Of course, Johnny Cash made plenty of records that fitted the troubled man in black image, but throughout his career, not just in the doldrums, he also made plenty of records that were hokey or mawkish. He seemed to find novelty songs irresistible. You get all that here. The brooding outsider who can paint a sympathetic portrait of an armed robber on the title track, rub shoulders with a bloke who's happy to amp up the schmaltz by getting in a children's choir on Tennessee, and a man who sounds like he's thoroughly enjoying himself, performing a comedy turn called If I Told You Who It Was, that arrives packed with single entendres. Her tire, unlike her body, he sings, was very flat. It's out now.